Got a new osteopenia or osteoporosis diagnosis and you're not thrilled about meds? You're not alone. But here's the shocker. One of the most powerful tools to protect your bones is something nearly half of us over 50 aren't getting enough of. It's not calcium, it's protein. Low protein quietly drains your strength, worsens your inflammation, and accelerates bone loss. But fixing this is a game changer. Without enough protein, your body can't rebuild muscle, it can't stabilize blood sugar, and it certainly can't stop the silent erosion of your bone density. This is about more than nutrition. This is about your strength, your mobility, and your independence. In this video, you'll learn exactly how much protein your body really needs, how to time it for maximum bone benefit, the best sources, plus one small breakfast shift that can change everything. Drop a comment. What's your biggest question or frustration with protein and bone health? I read everyone, and your feedback shapes future videos. And don't forget to like and subscribe to get alerted when I publish new videos about building bones without drugs. Let's get into it. Why protein becomes your superpower after 50. Your body breaks down and rebuilds 250 to 300 grams of protein daily, not for growth, just for maintenance. That's skin, organs, hormones, blood cells, enzymes, and yes, bones. After 50, that rebuild process slows down. You develop what's called anabolic resistance. That's a fancy term, but a simple meaning. Our muscles get a little deaf. They don't hear the grow and repair signal from protein as clearly. It's like you need to shout louder with more protein and the right protein to get the same muscle building buzz you did years ago. Add in declining growth hormone and slower metabolism, and suddenly the protein you used to get away with no longer cuts it. Equally important is the quality of the protein that you eat, especially an amino acid called leucine. Leucine becomes the main trigger for your body to build new muscle. Now, we're coming back to leucine in a minute. It's a total game changer for your muscles and bones. Most adults over 50 are under-eating protein, and it's costing them muscle, bone density, long-term strength, and eventually their vitality and their independence. Here's how much you actually need: 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your target body weight. Key phrase, target body weight. If you need to lose a few pounds, calculate based on your goal weight. Already there? Use your current weight. Pro tip, the minimum amount of protein that you should eat is 100 grams no matter your weight. For example, if your target weight is 140 pounds, you simply multiply 0.7 times 140 to get 98 grams, and you multiply 1.0 times 140 to get 140 grams. Now, since 100 grams is the minimum, we will round up 98 to 100, and your optimal range of protein intake is 100 to 140 grams per day. That's your personal Goldilocks zone. If you're just getting started, just start with a floor of 100 grams daily and then adjust up from there. The biggest mistake people make over 40 is they skip or they skimp on protein at breakfast. After fasting overnight, your body is breaking down muscle for energy. That first meal flips the switch back into build mode, but you need a good dose of protein to activate that build mode. Remember leucine, the spark plug for muscle growth that we talked about earlier? You need 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine in a meal to flick that muscle building switch to the on position. Breakfast leucine sets a positive muscle tone all day long. Research even shows more breakfast protein boosts total daily muscle building, even if total daily protein is the same. Mind blown. Your goal: 30 to 40 grams of animal-based protein in the morning, or 40 to 45 grams of plant-based protein to trigger muscle protein synthesis, and theoretically bone protein synthesis as well. The secret? Make breakfast your highest protein meal of the day. But how should you space your protein intake during the rest of the day? Forget saving all of your protein for dinner like many people try to do. Spread it out between 3 main meals, lots of protein at breakfast and dinner, and a moderate amount of protein at lunch. This might look like this: breakfast, 30 to 45 grams, lunch, 25 to 35 grams, and then dinner, 30 to 50 grams of protein. Your muscles respond in pulses. You want multiple opportunities throughout the day to rebuild, not just one giant flood of protein. Let's talk about some good protein sources, starting with animal-based proteins. Top animal-based protein sources: whey protein, Greek yogurt, eggs plus egg whites, lean beef, poultry, wild fish. Top plant-based sources of protein include pea, soy protein powder, tofu, tempeh, lentils, quinoa, edamame. Remember, vegan proteins require 25 to 40% higher protein intake to account for the fact that you absorb 25 to 40% less vegan protein. It can be tough to achieve this amount, so vegans and vegetarians almost always need to supplement. Let's talk common protein mistakes. Mistake number 1, underestimating intake. Most people are terrible at estimating food intake and may be way off as far as protein intake is concerned. So it's a good idea to log your food for at least a few days to see for sure if you're meeting your body's needs. Mistake number 2, over fasting. Fasting is big now, especially for those interested in longevity. After 50, however, long fasts accelerate bone loss. Keep fasts to 16 to 18 hours and a maximum of 24 hours intermittently to avoid muscle wastage. And we already talked about mistake number 3, which is too little protein at breakfast. Fix this first. Mistake number 4, ignoring food sensitivities. Dairy, for example, is a great source of protein. However, a large percentage of the population experiences inflammation due to dairy sensitivity. If a particular protein source makes you feel inflamed or unwell, avoid it and find other sources of protein. Next, let's look at a daily plan for someone who needs, let's say, 110 grams of protein daily. Here's how a high protein day might look. Breakfast, protein smoothie plus Greek yogurt, providing approximately 40 grams of protein. Lunch, chicken or tempeh stir fry, providing 30 grams. And then dinner, baked salmon and veggies, topping the day off with 40 grams. That's 110 grams, and that's your sweet spot. Protein, as you've learned, is wonderful, but what if there was a way to magnify all of the benefits of protein? There is. The answer is protein plus exercise equals strong bones and muscles. Combine protein with resistance training and magic happens. I've discussed the importance of osteogenic loading and conventional resistance training for bone strength in previous videos, and I will cover it in detail in future videos. Why it matters. Muscles pull on bones. That stress signals bones to rebuild and strengthen. Without that resistance, bones stay weak, even if you're eating plenty of protein and shoveling calcium into your mouth. Resistance training sends signals to the body to use protein and other building blocks. As you may know, there's a lot of nutrition myths out there. Let's talk about a few protein myths. Myth number 1, too much protein weakens bones. Reality, research shows the opposite. Adequate protein supports bone density, especially when calcium intake is adequate. To balance any acidity caused by more protein intake, balance your protein with lots of alkalinizing vegetables. Myth number 2, protein damages kidneys. Reality, this is only an issue for those with pre-existing kidney disease. In healthy individuals, high protein diets are safe. In fact, some evidence suggests protein makes kidneys work better. Myth number 3, protein supplements are a waste of money. Reality, protein supplements are equally beneficial as food protein. Eating enough protein is tough for even the most diligent nutrition buffs, especially as we age. Supplements are a simple tool to make getting enough protein more convenient and, most importantly, more consistent. Not everyone needs it, but most can benefit from a good protein supplement. My top recommendations can be found in the description below. If you're vegetarian or vegan, just some quick notes for you. You can build strong bones while living a plant-based lifestyle, but you need a plan. Mix proteins such as beans and rice, lentils and seeds. This will make sure that you get all of the necessary essential amino acids that your body can't manufacture. Use protein powders. As a vegetarian, it is going to be tough to meet your daily protein needs, and protein powders can make it easy and convenient. Also, consider supplementing with leucine, essential amino acids, creatine, B12, and possibly iron. Remember, whole food vegetarian protein is tough to absorb and may be lacking in certain essential amino acids. To account for this, you will need to increase your total intake by 25 to as much as 40% for equivalent effect to non-vegetarian sources of protein. In my experience, there are 3 obstacles to getting enough protein. appetite, cost, and time. If you have a low appetite, use smoothies, protein supplements, and snacks to reach your optimal daily needs. Tight budget, eggs, lentils, canned tuna equal high impact, low cost. Short on time, batch cook lean protein for the entire week. The key is not perfection, it's progress and consistency. Here's your 5-step action plan. Number 1, calculate your target, 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of target body weight. Number 2, track your intake for 3 days. Number 3, fix your breakfast, 40 grams minimum. Number 4, choose quality sources. Number 5, add resistance workouts at least 2 to 3 times per week. This isn't just about nutrition. It's about power. It's about choosing strength, energy, and independence over slow decline. Protein is one of those little hinges that swings a big door. Grab the free show note PDF below. Includes your daily targets, best food sources, and a 5-step quick start checklist. Drop a comment. What's your next step? I'm here to help you make it happen. I'm Dr. Ray Hynesch, author of the book Strong Bones Forever and creator of the OsteoCoach Center for Strong Bones. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more bone building tips and strategies. I'll see you soon.